Good morning, first graders. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. Yesterday was Tuesday, April 7th. So what comes after 7? 8. And also what comes after Tuesday is going to be Wednesday. Yesterday in our reading, we talked about what a setting is. And the day before that, we talked about what characters are. So I'd like to review that very quickly, and I would love for you to pause the video and turn and talk to an adult about what a character is and what a setting is. All right, if you said a character was a person, animal, or thing in a story, you are correct. So it could be a person like a boy named Tom, it could be an animal like Pete the cat, or it could be a thing like a robot. For setting, if you said setting was where the story takes place or when, you are correct. So we've been talking a little bit about Little Red Riding Hood, and we could say Grandma's house was where the story took place, and we could also say the woods are where the story took place. And we can also say when by representing with a sun, so we know it was in the daytime. Now, if it was a different book like Rainbow Fish, we might say the story takes place in the ocean. So different books have different settings, and different books also have different characters. We're going to talk about another important part of a story today, and that is called major events. If you think you know what a major event is, I would love for you to turn and talk to an adult or family member and tell them what you think a major event is. All right, major events are the most important things that happen in the story. And we can remember two kinds, and we're going to talk about them today. One is called a problem, and the other is called a solution. So a problem is something that causes trouble or a challenge for a character in a story. The solution is what happens to fix the problem or solve the problem in the story. So I'm going to pull up for you something we can look at for an example for a problem and a solution. So we did discuss that a problem is something that goes wrong in a story, and a solution is how the problem is fixed or solved. So I have an example for you guys. My problem would be I spilled my milk during lunch. Well, how can I solve it? So my solution was I used a paper towel to clean it up. Now, if we refer back to the book Little Red Riding Hood, can you remember any problems that happened in the story? And can you remember how they were fixed? So let me give you an example. One problem in the book was that Little Red and Grandma were eaten up by the wolf. What was the solution to that problem? The solution was that the man came and shook them out and saved both Little Red and Grandma. Now, books can have more than one problem and solution. So another problem in Little Red Riding Hood would be that Grandma was feeling sick. So a solution was that Little Red came and brought her food to make her feel better. Now today we're going to reread The Dog Who Cried Wolf, and we're going to think about what is a problem in the story and what was the solution to fix it. To switch it up today, I'm going to pull up a YouTube video for you to read along to.
The Dog Who Cried Wolf by Kiko Casa. Mocha was a good dog. He and Michelle loved to be together. Life was perfect until one day she read a book about wolves. "Look, Mocha," said Michelle, "you're kind of like a wolf." thought Mocha. I am kind of like a wolf. But look how amazing the wolves are. They run around free, hunt wild animals, and stay up late to howl at the moon. And look at the way I live, Mocha sighed. I'm nothing but a house pet. He felt like a failure, especially when Michelle made him dress up for her tea parties. He wanted to be a wolf. The next day, Mocha made up his mind. He snuck out of the house and took off for the mountains. He ran and ran and ran, until he reached a high mountain top. I'm free, he yelped. Free as a wolf. He ran, he jumped, he danced. He peed wherever he wanted. Wow, he exclaimed, the world is mine. Soon, Mocha got hungry. No problem, he cried. I'll hunt for my food, just like the wolves do. And off he went. But a rabbit outran him. A skunk sprayed him, a beetle pinched him, and even a field mouse made fun of him. By nightfall, Mocha was miserable. He missed Michelle. I even miss her tea parties, he mumbled. But I can't give up yet. There's just one more thing I have to try. He gazed at the golden moon and howled as loudly as he could. Howoo! Just like a wolf. Suddenly, something howled back. Howoo! Howoo! And then again, howoo! Mocha froze. Wolves! He cried. Real wolves! He turned and raced down the mountain. I want to go home, he panted. I never want to be a wolf again. He ran and ran and ran, until finally he reached the house he knew so well. Mocha! Michelle shouted as she dashed out to meet him. You're back! Mocha was home again, and he and Michelle were oh so happy. Life was just perfect, until one day she read a book about monkeys.
All right. Now that we have reread the book, we are going to go to the Seesaw page and we are going to complete the problem and solution activity. So I will pull that up for us real quick so we can go over it together. So you are going to have a screen that looks like this, and you have the problem with the angry face, because sometimes when you encounter a problem, you get upset. Then you have the solution with a band-aid, so it's how you fix your problem. So I want you to think back on the story, The Dog Who Cried Wolf, and think about one problem in the story and then the solution for that problem. So you can use your drawing tools here to draw the problem and draw the solution. And you could also label using the text tool. So remember, the T will pop it up and you can type it in that way. So you can type in the characters' names and what happened in the story that was the problem and what happened that was a solution. And when you are all finished, remember to hit that green check on the top right hand corner of your page to submit it to me for review. All right, you guys enjoy your afternoon. Make sure when you are finished that you get outside if it's nice and you enjoy some fresh air and sunshine. I'll talk to you guys soon.